There are some things that Harry and Meghan are seriously frightened of, and this, allegedly, is one of them. But as ever, what is it? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. As ever, nice to have your company today, and I hope you're all keeping well. Whatever you're doing, welcome one and all brand new subscribers. Yes, in case you're wondering, I do sound a little bit stuffy, don't I? Hay fever's come back. Is it like this, by the way, where you are? I don't know if I mentioned this before, but apparently all the leaves are dropping off the trees because they're not quite sure what weather it should be now. So it's been hot, it's been cold, it's been rainy. We've gone through a lot of seasons in a very short time, and allegedly, according to Mother Nature, they're not quite sure whether they think autumn's arrived or not. Strange situation we're living in, isn't it? As ever though, back to your breaking roll story of the day. When you think about, Harry and Meghan, you do kind of think, what was the plot really with them, I mean, a lot of people say, oh, they wanted to leave, and they said themselves, didn't they, that they wanted to go off and live in Canada for a quiet life. Clearly they were lying about that too, because that was never really on the agenda, and more importantly, things were pushed forward that shouldn't have been, and then they decided to go over to California. We saw the rest of the stuff, and they seem addicted to media, don't they? Whichever way you look at it. Why couldn't they have found a way to make a living without the media? That's seemingly because, of course, allegedly, Meghan just loves the spotlight. We saw that the way she sashayed down the aisle at St. Paul's for the Platinum Jubilee celebration. Even if she wasn't invited onto the balcony, we saw her balcony walking down St. Paul's, didn't we? Interesting stuff. But now, of course, they've had to face a barrage of terrible PR over here in the United Kingdom, all thanks really to this one book, Revenge. And the stories in that particular book are absolutely eye-watering, because a lot of us in the media knew, but of course we couldn't put it into print. And that's where it becomes fascinating, because Tom Bower, along with his publishers and of course his lawyers, have been able to do this. Now, everybody was expecting, the backlash to come from the legal teams of Harry and Meghan. And obviously when you look about it, they've got quite a few litigations going on. So why have they decided not to hit back at Mr. Bower? Well, according to their team, and as ever we have to say allegedly, the real reason is this. That's right, they're not really wanting to get litigious, because they're basically claiming, and you can take this whichever way you want, that if Harry and Meghan highlight this book, it will just send it even more into the stratosphere. It's already been a Sunday Times #1 bestseller for weeks now, making thousands for Mr. Bower and thousands for his publishers. So you can understand, well, if it wasn't true or it was litigious, they should have got on board very quickly. But according to a very good source, they seemingly say, well, if we do that, more people will buy it. It seems a bit of a weak excuse, don't you think? And as you've seen before, they've been very quick, particularly over here in the United Kingdom, not so much in the United States, to sue any publication, site or digital platform on anything that they seemingly don't like. However, Mr. Bower seems an exceptional case. I wonder why. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.